In Pokemon Pocket, no Pokemon hits as hard as Charizard EX. Crimson Storm deals 200 damage, one-shotting every single card in the game. As we did yesterday, today we ask ourselves, what is the best Charizard EX deck in Pokemon Pocket? I believe it's this one right here. The best Charizard deck is one that aims to ramp energy onto him while being as consistent as possible doing so. Moltres EX enables this via its Inferno Dance attack, which is essentially a healthier version of Misty. How do we make this work as often as possible though? The key is to run only 4 basic Pokemon, 2 Charmanders, and 2 Moltres EX so that our Pokeballs can consistently find both every single game. Unfortunately, this approach leaves us vulnerable to an early game Sabrina. Because our Moltres EX already acts as a tank, we can run fossil items to use as fodder to avoid our Charmander from being lured into the front lines. X speed is essential in this deck, as being able to pivot around is crucial in order to send Charizard in as early as possible, while also correcting our opener where we didn't find Moltres immediately and swap into an Inferno Dance without delay. But sometimes our setup takes too long, or our opponent drew very well and we find ourselves on the verge of defeat. That is when one Pokemon can come in and save the day. Motherfucking AERODACTYL. Because we run 2 Old Ambers, 1 copy of AERODACTYL helps us buy even more time to find that damn Charmeleon sitting at the very bottom of the deck. Classic Charmeleon. AERODACTYL can single-handedly shut down an opponent's win condition. All we gotta do is flip heads. Easy. This is the most consistent way to play Charizard EX. And while the playstyle may seem very linear, knowing when and how to pivot around your opponent's attacks as you build up your setup will determine whether you win or lose. So build up that fire energy, tank some hits, and then roast them. What Pokemon should I build the deck around next? You decide. Leave a comment down below, and we'll see what we can do. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe as we upload daily Pokemon Pocket videos here. Have a solid day, enjoy the games, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, here we go. Weep Cream. What? Will be our first opponent. As we got Moltres, we always have that guaranteed basic Pokemon in our opening hand. It's gonna be Moltres or Charmander at the very least. And we got that Pokeball as well. 66% chance we find Charmander. As of course, we're running into Mewtwo. This is something that is very to be expected. This guarantees a Charmander. Double Pokeball is outstanding here. As even if we do pick up a Moltres, we only have a total of 4 basic Pokemon in the deck. And we get double Charmander. We got that Charmeleon in hand as well. A lot of times this is the hardest aspect of the deck, finding the Charmeleon. So let's go ahead and develop both Charmanders. The reason why we're playing both is because red card could be a thing. So you want to empty out your hand if you can with your basic Pokemon early on so that your opponent can't just gain value out of red card and we don't have to reshuffle these cards into our deck, since we don't really need more Charmanders. As, standard opening for them with the routes onto the Mewtwo EX. And now we're going to immediately evolve Charmander into Charmeleon. Got to give that fire energy to Moltres. And here we have a decision to make. We could just Sabrina to slow them down. They can always counter this with an X speed, but we force them to have it. They have no... Don't seem to have other Pokemon in hand. There could be Curlias and Gardevoirs. X speed is something that the Mewtwo decks run as a 2 of. So we have to make a decision here. Do we preemptively use this Sabrina? I think we do. I think it's important for us to slow them down. Any single attempt that we can go and force the X speed out of them, essentially, we'll go for. As now we Inferno Dance. And we see how many energies we get. That's 1. And just 1. All right, keep it humble. Giving it to Charmeleon here. The game plan for Charizard is very straightforward. It's a ramp deck, right? And we're trying to enable our Charizard as early as possible. And like I mentioned in the intro, it's really important to just prioritize consistency here. As they have Curlia. Speaking of consistency, they have Curlia immediately. There's a Sabrina, but we do have the X speed to counter it here, as they seem to not have it. And there's the Old Amber. We got the AERODACTYL combo. If this Mewtwo gets out of hand, I'll go all in on it. I'm gonna go ahead and retreat with my Charmander for free so I can give another energy to Moltres. Is it correct to give an energy to Moltres here? Or is it ultimately better to give the energy to the old Amber so we can enable the Aerodactyl potentially? Because they could, like, if they Gardevoir, they need an X speed in order to one-shot us with the Mewtwo here. I'm actually gonna give this energy to the old Amber because of the Aerodactyl. And I'm gonna go for the Inferno Dance. Because I'm anticipating the worst here, and I'm trying to adjust to it. That's why we run the Aerodactyl tech. Oh boy. Okay. That's not good. Have they found the Gardevoir? We've definitely low rolled here. Getting one. Oh, jeez Louise. But they do that before retreating with it. Which is certainly interesting. Is there an X speed here? There is. There is. Okay. We may have to go in with the Aerodactyl. There's the Charizard. Okay, we have all the components. So let's go ahead and evolve both. Playing out our entire hand here. And now what do we do? They're gonna blow us back next turn, for sure. We could just immediately retreat with the Moltres, but our Charizard is nowhere near ready. So I think the best bet is to quite simply place his energy on Charizard and go for the Inferno Dance. And hope we get a bit of a better roll here. Oh God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Absolute low roll to start the video. But potentially the best case scenario to showcase Aerodactyl. We've essentially flipped 6 tails in a row. So it's only logical to expect this Aerodactyl to save us. Oh God, here we go. Primal Wing Bait. Get this Mewtwo out of here. Yes! Okay, Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl coming through. Oh God, okay. We're not out of the woods though. By any means. As the Gardevoir enables herself, and the Psy Shock is going to deal 60 damage, 70 with the Giovanni here. A red card that draws me, that's... what? I'm not sure I understand that red card play. But Sabrina hurts us a lot. If I don't give the energy to Charmeleon here, like I need to actually top deck into. I mean, I've only played 1 X speed, and I have another one in hand, so I have to give this energy to Charizard. I am going to play this old Amber because there's no reason not to. I'm gonna retreat with Aerodactyl into Charizard, and I'm gonna aim to 2-shot this Gardevoir. Let's see what the draw is. Mewtwo's inside. I repeat, Mewtwo is inside. They're gonna allocate, interesting. Give a potion to Gardevoir here. Okay. Now we have the professor's research. I'm gonna go for Sabrina instead of professor's research here. I'm gonna clear that Mewtwo in the back. With the Crimson Storm. Discarding 2 energy. It's an expensive Crimson Storm here. But we do have Potion. We do run Potion, which allows us to survive 2 Psy Shocks from this. Another Mewtwo in the back. The Potion on this Gardevoir. Oh, mistake. Big mistake. Huge choke, actually. Oh my goodness, we were vulnerable there. But they made the mistake of allocating that towards that. Like, that energy should have gone into Mewtwo, because now Mewtwo cannot side drive next turn. We research. We discard this. Play the Moltres. And then we potion the Charizard. Big blunder by our opponent. And we overcome the massive low roll that we had. Like, missing with Moltres back to back. AERODACTYL. AERODACTYL, absolute MVP. That's exactly what we have him in this deck. For situations in which things just do not go our way, or our opponent just has a crazy start, we can just completely undo their win condition and force them to start over. And it's just amazing here. My Charizard is online, and they've made the mistake. They did not respect the potion, and they thought they could just win with Gardevoir. And now, they lost their opportunity. Their window's closed. Our last card is Professor's Research. Blow them back! Crimson Storm! 2 Mewtwo's down. AERODACTYL clutching it for us. What? Oh my god. What a... They choked. They choked. But we were also incredibly unlucky this game. Just keep in mind, like, the Professor's Research was the last card in our deck. Like, how wild is that? And we just missed all the coin flips. Oh, man. Oh my goodness. Round 2. Alright. Sprite likes cute Pokemon. And I like going second. It's kind of my thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop Moltres here. And drop that pretty Charmander as well. Got that Pokeball in hand. That Potion, which completely saved our booty last game. And overall, a pretty decent opener. Gonna be able to thin out most basic Pokemon out of the deck. After this Pokeball, there will be only 1 basic Pokemon left. But of course, it's about finding the pieces. With this deck, a lot of times, like, yeah, it could be either like a very, like, massive low rolls like that with Moltres are actually very rare. It's more common for you to just not find Charmeleon. So keep that in mind. Like, the Charizard deck has a tremendous ceiling when it comes to power output, but is also extremely dependent on this. And we have Moltres, but with Ponyta. I do not like Moltres with Blaine cards. People ask me if you know that's a good combination. I don't think it is, because Rapidash only requires 1 energy. Ninetales only requires 2 energy. So Moltres' ramp effect is just kind of redundant in that kind of shell. Also, incorporating other basic Pokemon alongside Charmander, if you're trying to go for the Charizard win condition, is going to hinder the consistency in which, you know, you are able to English. Like, you're not going to be able to set up the win con as easily. They have a Meowth as well. Okay. My man cooking. Gonna lead out with that professor's research. I'd like to find that too. Be nice. Oh, there you go. Ask, and thou shalt receive. Because we already have the basic Pokemon we need, we're gonna prioritize the Pokeball first to thin out the deck. Out of this Moltres, for example. And now we go for the research, as we have a higher chance of drawing non-basic Pokemon cards. As we draw into another research in the next speed here, we're gonna drop this Moltres. You can use it to pivot later. And, you know, the standard play, giving the energy to Moltres and going for that sweet dance. The dance of hell. And I'm pretty sure this time we'll have a better result. Oh, dear. I mean, okay, we're definitely not high rolling. But that is the nature of the game. People ask me a lot about, like, well, isn't Moltres just like another version of Misty? And Moltres is actually a healthy version of Misty. Because Moltres, you have to play a Pokemon, and you have to give energy to it. It has to be in the front line, which makes it susceptible to aggression. So your opponent has more tools to interact with it. And therefore, it's just not... Like, Misty is a trainer card, which means you can play it whenever, as long as you haven't played another supporter card in that same turn. And just, it... You know, while it's less consistent than Moltres, it's just significantly more unhealthy or toxic for the game. Like, for anybody wondering, like, that's the one card that I personally have an issue with in Pokemon Pocket. But I don't believe Moltres is in the same boat in that sense. Okay, so far, you know, we both spread out evenly, but see, like, who are you giving the energy to? Like, the Moltres in the back? Not really amounting to much. We're going to go for another professor's research. Having found both researches is going to be really good here, helping us find our key pieces. There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is an important decision. Do we give the energy to Charmeleon, or do we give it to Moltres? I prefer... We have double X speed. So we don't need to give it to Moltres. We're just going to charge up this Charmeleon and, you know, make it so that if we are unlucky, it's fine. X speed will allow us to sweep regardless. So let's see if we can get 2 flips. We can't, but that's why we gave that energy to Charmeleon. As we still need one more dance, I think. Because Charizard wants to have 5 energy. 5 energy is the perfect number for Charizard, as it allows us to back-to-back Crimson Storm. But this is only true if the first Pokemon we knock out is an EX Pokemon. So we'll see what they do here. But we are in a very good position. The biggest threat to us right now is Red Card, because we need to drop down this Charizard. Once we drop down this Charizard, we're good to go. They give the energy to Moltres and the Inferno Dance again. Let's see what they get. Must be nice. It's the Erica coins. It's the Erica coins, man. Let's thin out that Charmander. Let's drop the Charizard. Let's play this Charmander here as well. One more turn in which we give this energy to Charizard to just guarantee that even with the lowest of rolls, we're set to go. But now watch me get like 3 coins. No. It's just keeping it humble. But that's all we need. You don't need to high roll with Moltres to win with this deck. Though it does help to run into another Moltres that's not really developing a threat. This is the problem with mixing Moltres with the likes of Rapidash or Ninetales, right? Like, you're just not... Those Pokemon do not need ramp. So it's just an ineffective Pokemon combination, and we're seeing the results here. Despite the fact that my opponent has gotten better coin flips than me, I'm in a way superior position here. If this Moltres remains, on the front line, they're done. And they're done. Because if the moment I get the kill on an EX Pokemon, I just have to take down one more Pokemon. Which means that we win. Easy. Profita. 3 emblems for our third opponent as we are going first. Oh, baby. We got the Moltres, the Charmander, and the Charmeleon. And the Pokeball to find another basic Pokemon so that we don't succumb to Sabrina early. Dragging out our win condition, essentially. This is looking really neat already. I'm ready for some good coin flips, but I think with this kind of hand, we don't even need it. Fun fact, I'm not going to Professor's Research. So that if I do get red carded, like I want to disincentivize my opponent from going from red card early. Because that's the only thing that really screws me over here. Oh, we're facing grass. Oh. Ah. Feels good, man. And that's exactly because we drew into Moltres. Now we have all of our basic Pokemon out of our deck. So I'm not going to go for Professor's Research. Again, because I want to get that Charmeleon down and deny a red card from value. Like if I have 2 cards in hand, my opponent is not going to want a red card because they're going to give me an extra card. Look at this beautiful lineup. Look at these pretty cards. I can't believe it. Looking to make friends, huh? With that Mewtwo card back? Oh no, they're playing Electric. Okay, we got Charmander lead. We do not have Moltres. But we do have the old Amber. Zapdos. Into Zebstrika. Okay, Blitzel Zebstrika is threatening for sure. We are going to go for the Pokeball here. Because the odds of us picking up Moltres are really solid. And then we're going to go for the Professor's Research. We're going to drop Moltres here. And the old Amber as well. I could go for the X-Speed now, but I'd rather my Charmander tank 1 hit. I'd rather my Charmander tank 1 hit here. From the Zapdos. Even though a red card can get value on us. Moltres is weak to electric, so we are vulnerable to... Like, even a Peck will just deal 40 damage to us. We have the potion to do that damage if we need to. Double Blitzel is a little bit spooky. But now we can just develop this other Moltres here. X-Speed. Retreat with the Charizard. Bring in this Moltres, because it looks cooler in my opinion. Maybe you disagree with that. And I'm going to give him the energy, and I'm going to do the usual thing I do. Dance. Dance all day. And... Whoa, okay, that's a good roll. That's what I'm talking about. This is my biggest problem with the Charizard deck, though, is that it's always Charmeleon. It's always like you. I'm afraid that Charmeleon's at the bottom of my deck, and I'm gonna have this Charizard waiting right here. I'm not gonna be able to do anything about it. Okay, gonna get pecked here. The Thundering Hurricane can happen next turn. There is an Amber right there. I feel like we have to Sabrina to try to stall them out a little bit, because this Thundering Hurricane is going to hit hard. They could easily have an X-Speed in hand, though. Considering how many cards they have in hand, I definitely expect them to have an X-Speed. So how do we approach this? How do we stall? How do we stall? I'm gonna retreat with Moltres and bring in the old Amber. I am in a Sabrina to try to like, because at the end of the day, you know, we force them to have it. They definitely have it, but at least we force it out of them. There it is. Sabrina's is kind of like a dead card here for the most part, even though it technically does get that out of them, but they could hit 4 tails. It could totally happen. It's possible. Except maybe not really. Bring in Moltres here. I really want to see Charmeleon. We do not find him though. Which means, unfortunately, we are kind of smoked. This is the downside of this deck. It's important to showcase that as well. Like, not finding Charmeleon is a big problem. Like, and sometimes you just don't get him. Sometimes it's just not meant to be. Electric decks can apply a lot of pressure really fast onto us. So we're in a situation where unless the Zapdos just low rolls dramatically, I mean, this Moltres will survive. Most likely. But just, or no. I need to work on my toxic optimism. Clearly not appropriate here. Yikes. Alright, Torm. I'm gonna salty run back here. Oh god, electric again. As we have a Charmander leader. We have Charmeleon! I repeat, we have Charmeleon. Oh, okay, no. I think, okay, this is Dragonite, isn't it? This seems to be Dragonite. They got the old Amber. AERODACTYL? Nani. At this point, we really want to find Moltres. So I'm going to go for the Professor's Research first. And now we guarantee pick up Moltres with this Pokeball. Play this Charmander here. Give this energy to Charmander. I could try to two-shot this, but they could just evolve into Frostmoth, so we're just gonna not attack, because if we attack with Charmander, we will be burning the energy. I don't want to be that guy, but Charmander is just not a very good card on its own. Get hit by that super effective hit. We have all the pieces. We just need a little bit of speed. X speed. Not strictly necessary, but it would be nice. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and give energy to you. I'm going to drop this old Amber, enabling the AERODACTYL there. I'm going to retreat with this Charmander. I'm going to bring in Moltres. And then I'm going to evolve my healthier Charmander into Charmeleon as we go for the good old Inferno Dance and pray for the highest of rolls. How about 3 heads? That would be, oh my god, that would be vindicating. Almost. I will take that. I will take that every day of the week. Pumping out that Charmeleon. Charizard, rather, is about to go online here. In before they red card us. They're building up that Dragonite win condition in the back, but we're going to try to just blast through them as fast as possible. As we see another Moltres there, but I want to drop that Aerodactyl just as a nice option here. And the Charizard here. Oh yeah. Let's give this energy to Charizard and keep pumping up. So they're definitely playing the Fossil just to essentially protect against Sabrina bringing out the Dragonair. There's a source of blue. You know, it seems like they were only getting electric, but they just need one source of blue to enable the Dragonite. So I actually don't expect them to be playing Aerodactyl themselves, though I do like it as a one-off. We have that option here in case things get out of hand. We get rammed again. And ladies and gentlemen, this Pokeball is essentially useless, but I am going to play it in case they red card us. Give this energy to Moltres. And send in Lizardon himself. Get rid of Snom, so they cannot, with a slash. Preserving our energy. Crimson Storm will burn 2 of our fire energy, so we don't have to resort to it to kill this, which is really important. Slash is a very important attack for Charizard. It allows him to pick off weaker Pokemon, basic Pokemon, without burning out. As now we're going to be able to go to 5 energy, which means we can double. We can back-to-back Crimson Storm. I don't know why they're spreading their energy, I just realized. Perhaps they're being a little bit paranoid here, but now is when the Sabrinas come into play. Though I personally, I don't think I would mind a red card here too much. They Sabrina us. And we just bring in Aerodactyl. Because he has a cheap retreat cost. Let's go for that Sabrina. Let's see what we pull out here. Oh yeah. I'm so fast, boy. Let's roast that Dragonair. Completely nullifying that Amber as a pivot any further because we're gonna get that second kill. Storm. All the way. Burn him. Frostmoth is a threat. Because it hits our Charizard super effectively. And the sleep mechanic can just like really high roll here. So we're not out of the woods. This is by no means my favorite version of Dragonite though. I think the 3-color Wheezing one is much better. They go for the Giovanni. This is gonna hit us 70 damage. This hit's no joke. But our Charizard is well trained. Our Charizard is well trained, as you're gonna see. Yep. He ain't got no time to sleep. My boy got insomnia. And you got nothing because you're dead. Oh yeah. Kapachita is our opponent. Interesting name. Love to see that grass energy there, though. They're gonna hate seeing this. Got that Pokeball, that old Amber. We got that X speed and the one-off of Potion. All right, we got that Petalo matchup, and we find Charmander. Beautiful. Let's go for that Pokeball to essentially thin our deck. And we just fully deploy. So that red card is of no consequence. And that's the beautiful thing about the fossils, right? Like, if I want to clear up the space to perhaps like drop a second Moltres for whatever reason, I can just discard it, remove it. So for these kind of decks that go all in on stage 2, they can be very useful. Especially if you're edgy like me and you put in that Aerodactyl as a one-off. Liking a little bit of substance here, though. Let's see if Moltres can at least pump us up a little bit. I'll take it. I will take it. Double energy to Charmander. And now we're just gonna find our draws. We've picked up a lot of items, but we need supporters. We need Professor. Even the likes of there it is. They're setting up. But the thing is, Venusaur EX I think may end up being the best deck in the game. Through my experience, like it just is so solid, but it's not without weakness. And fortunately for us, we happen to be just that. There he is. Okay, we're just one Charizard away here. Beautiful. Now the question is, do I X speed here? Like, do I charge up the Charmeleon? Or do I try to go for an attack with Moltres? No matter what, I won't be able to knock out this Lilligant because the 100 health is very relevant. I'm going to be using X speed with this Moltres anyways. So I'm going to give the energy to Charmeleon. And I'm going to Inferno Dance. Okay, we do get one. Pumping up this Charmeleon. Making it so that we're one Charizard draw away. But in a pinch, I can send in Charmander. I can bring Moltres to the back and send in Charmander. This old Amber can allow me to give them 2 KOs while I try to find my key piece here. Venusaur EX is a terrifying Pokemon, but if there's one Pokemon that preys on it in Pokemon Pocket, it's your boy, Lizardon. There's the Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is definitely an interesting option. I can try to burn... I technically two-shot this Lilligant. Though I can try to just send Charmander in and send in Aerodactyl to put in some work, to be honest. To buy us some time. I think I like that. So I'm going to give this energy to Aerodactyl, actually. And I'm going to send... I'm going to X speed. Am I going to X speed twice? There's no reason at this point. Let's retreat, send in Charmander. Buy some time. Or at least attempt to. They cannot Giovanni here, so they would have to retreat to bring in the Bulbasaur. We have not found a single Professor's Research yet. So there's 10 cards left in our deck. 4 cards can lead to Charizard. 2 being Charizard and 2 being Draw. It's a regular Venusaur. It's a regular Venusaur. So here it's simple. We send in Aerodactyl as a way to try to stall them out here. We find another Moltres, which is very important, so we can pivot into it. And we go for the Aerodactyl here. Because we haven't found our Charizard, and that's what Aerodactyl is for. To fill in the gaps. Beautiful. God, this Pokemon never disappoints! Oh my god. Oh my god. Who would have thought that against Venusaur, I needed Aerodactyl? You see what this card is doing? It's filling in the gaps. You know, when we don't find our pieces in time, Aerodactyl comes in And gives us a Hail Mary. God, what a Pokemon. So underrated. We got that potion to not be 2-hit KO'd here. And all we need. I was thinking of something to rhyme, but I can't come up with it. Is Charizard indeed? Let's go with that. Retreat. Concede. Another Aerodactyl showcase, giving us that extra turn. Oh man, nice. I don't think we technically needed him in the end, but let's act like we did. Like, that was pretty cool. McLovin. I don't know why, but McLovin is giving me some final boss vibes. We got double X speed with Professor's Research. You like seeing this item and trainer combination here, as a lot of times X speed, you know, you have the problem of not having enough cards in your hand to like actually get value, but alongside Professor's Research, it just makes you feel really solid about your opener. Oh my, we have all the pieces. Ladies and gentlemen, we have all the pieces, and I am absolutely terrified of a red card here. I have never been more afraid of a red card in my life. Please. Do not red card me. Oh, Jesus, if they have it, they have a good chance of drawing into it here. Oh my God, I can't handle this. Please don't. Jinx, okay. I'll let you have it, Mewtwo. God damn it! It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. I mean, we draw into the research, so that's okay. But oh God, that red card was perfection for them. Let's thin the deck first. Get that last Charmander out of there, and then we got a research man. We gotta go back to school. Because, oh my God, we forgot everything. Oh my goodness. And now I'm not going to find my Charmeleon. Oh my God. Why? Why you do this to me? I just deploy everything. Maybe not the best approach because we do have some fossils, but, you know. I mean, at least I get a good roll there. Oh my goodness. Reasons, because of Charmeleon, I'm also excited to design decks with Moltres that don't require a stage 2 Pokemon. I got a spicy idea for Scented Scorch. You know, like these back-to-back days, I've uploaded more like standard decks, you know, because I want to give my opinion on what the best version of these decks is. But make no mistake, I will be. Okay, wait, give me a moment. This Jinx deals 50, 70, potentially 90 damage with 3 of those. And I have no Giovanni, so this could be a bit of an issue. They could retreat into a Psychic from this, and that applies a lot of pressure. But then again, I can also retreat myself. Who else am I giving the energy to at this point? Yeah, this Jinx, low-key being annoying. Let's go for the Inferno Dance. Again. Home run. 2 here, and honestly 1 here. We don't need to overcommit to the Charmander. We don't even have Charmeleon yet, so we may give a little bit of extra pump to Moltres. So we can use these Moltres to pivot. At least I got this beautiful Charmander. Just staring at the sun. Or at the night sky, rather. There's the Gardevoir. Effective immediately. Okay. Gonna charge herself up. Oh no. Oh no, gotta bring in the Jinx. Jinx dealing 70 damage here. Ataros. Oh man, my boy McLovin is a certified chef here. God, McLovin, what are you doing with all this spice? Oh my God, this is so painful. This is the epitome of pain. I cannot one-shot this. cannot one-shot this. It deals 50 damage to my other Moltres, though. So I need to stall a little bit. I'm going to retreat with this one. Bring in you. Not giving any energy to you. Pump this energy over here. And just go for the Inferno Dance and try to buy some time. Stall. Stall so Charizard can come in and put in the work. I got all the energy and a Jinx in front of me. Give this energy. I can pivot to you. Boom. And then, no, but you're too weak. This kind of enables me to basically, if I've already played 2 Professor's Research, so I can't like back-to-back Charmeleon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just kind of like trying to stall as best as I can. But that red card was absolutely brutal. McLovin just completely decimated us here with that. We just have to stall. With this Moltres, there he is! Oh, thank God. Now, let's think about things. With 5 energy, this is like 130 damage. So, we just need to bring this in next turn. And then just blow them back. So, who am I giving this energy to? At this point, Charizard... It's safe to do this. Stall one more turn. I'm getting all the high rolls, but there's like a Jinx right there. Okay. Just 1 energy here. And then 1 here. And 1 here. This means that my Moltres in the back doesn't go down. No Sabrina happening here. Are you hitting me? Or are you swapping? Because the thing is, my Charizard has my Charizard's gonna have 6 energy, but once you're kidding me. This man runs 2 red cards. That is insane. I'm sorry, that is ridiculous. That is sociopaths do this. Absolute sociopaths do this. Holy, 2 red cards. My man want to watch the world burn. Like, holy crap, you gotta chill. X speed. I don't even know why I'm playing this at this point, but I'm just, you know. I just want to bring in my Charizard. And blow this back. Because this Jinx was a problem. This Jinx was a legitimate problem. Alright, McLovin. You're bringing in Mewtwo. Why? McLovin, you understand that you do not one-shot my Charizard, right? My Charizard is thick. Math? McLovin, stop faking IDs and go back to school. Because that wasn't it, Chief. Also, take out 1 red card for you. Like, well, what are you doing, my brother in Christ? Oh my goodness. All right. Double red card degenerate. Defeated.